thing we're going to do is we have the adhesion promoter, and sorry for the truck. Adhesion promoter. I definitely recommend doing this outside in a ventilated area. This right here is going to, what this does is you put this on all your products, and it allows for the coatings to really stick to the products. It also cleans the products as well. So that's what this does right here. When you buy this, this will go a long way. This will last, I don't know how long yet, but it'll definitely overlast quite a few of those. So all you're gonna do is take a rag, take the promoter, go ahead and do these surfaces here. And on the metal, you can really see it going on. It's kind of like a cleaner, like you're rubbing it down with alcohol or something like that. It's a nice little cleaner. Again, it cleans the surface, and you can actually see the darkness on the rag here from the cleaning the surface here. Just make sure you get it all. And we'll do the same. Alright, so we're going to do our silver tumbler. I already used the adhesion promoter already. So that's all set. It's already dried. Now we're going to use the clear just on the silver. And the easiest way I figured to hold the tumbler is to actually wear a glove. And you're just going to stick your hand in the tumbler. And we're going to flip it upside down. And make sure you shake this for about a minute. We're going to use the clear sublimation. And basically we're just going to spray it on. Try to do nice and even coats. You don't want too much because you don't want it to run, especially in the tumbler. Okay, so that's about right. Make sure you don't do too much. And once you let it go out of your hand, and you want a nice clear consistency, and you just let it sit for about 5 minutes. Once that's done, you're going to throw it in the oven for at 320 degrees for about 15 minutes. All right, so we just added the clear to this, so you don't want to touch the tumbler at all. I actually have a Kevlar sheet on the bottom of the oven, and we're gonna put it in the oven. And just be careful, don't burn your hand. Sometimes you can pull out the sheet, but you just gotta get in there just enough. And you're gonna put it in there for 320 degrees for 15 minutes. All right, so now I'm going to show you, we're going to go into wrapping up the tumbler. We have the silver one here, and I also have the white one that we actually did with the Subli Glaze as well. So we're going to show you how to do, we're going to wrap up, I'll just show you in a video how to wrap up one. So I'm going to do the white one, but it's the same procedure for the silver, same way to wrap it up. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our image, this is our image here, and what we're going to do is we're going to trim. So we have the top and bottom, and we have the two sides. When we're doing the wrap, the two sides have to be really close and tight on the tumbler itself. So the top, you can be a little bit, you can cut it normally with scissors, and that's what I usually do. The two sides, I definitely recommend using a cutter to cut the sides and make them nice and even. So the top and bottom, and across here. Alright, the bottom one. We're going to match up on the cutter. Let's cut this nice and straight. Around. Perfect. Alright, now we're going to test to make sure that the image is where we want it to be. And I can tell you right now, I'm going to trim a little bit off the bottom because the wording is really close to the top. So we're going to trim the bottom a little bit. Perfect. Alright, now what we're going to do next is we're going to do the invisible seam. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to flip the picture over. One of the sides, it doesn't matter what sides, not the top, but whatever side you want to do. What we're going to do is we're actually going to put a piece of heat tape on there. And what this heat tape's going to do is, I put my glasses for this one, is it'll prevent the ink from going overlapping and getting a double ink pattern when you do the heat transfer. So let's go here. I'm going to try to get as close to the edge as we possibly can without going over the edge. It's important that we do not go over the edge. And right there, I can tell I went over the edge a little bit. Bring it back some. And whatever you do, don't pull on the other end. Because you don't want the paper to bundle up. And I can already tell you I messed up. Because I'm doing it on the top. I don't want to do it on the top. I want to do it on the side. That was my bad. Let's do this over again. You're going to take a piece of heat tape. Doesn't matter what side you're going to do it on. And then you're just going to come down like this. And remember, don't pull too hard on the heat tape because you do not want the paper to bundle the bow up. There we go. Perfect. Just make sure it's nice and even. Nice and smushed down. Then you're going to find your bottom. And you can see where it hangs over. And I like to just trim the heat tape off the bottom. Now we're going to take the tumbler. I'm doing the same design for both the silver and the white. So we're going to take the tumbler here. And I'll do it on this side so you can see. And we're going to overlap. So this is going to be underneath the paper on this side. Now, what I like to do is I actually like to go down here. And I want to lift the paper up just a little bit off the bottom. So there's actually a gap underneath here. And you can actually see the bottom of the tumbler right along there. Okay. I don't mind the white going around. I'd rather have a white on the bottom so you don't get any wrinkles or crinkles in that. So we're going to do that. Okay. Then we're going to take another piece of heat tape. And we're just going to, if it'll crop right, it's right in the middle here. Just heat tape it down right in the middle, okay? Then we're going to take our cradle. And I sell the cradles. We actually have them in pink, purple, pink, blue, and green right now. This is mine. I never painted it. So now we have, this is what the cradle does. It allows you to sit the tumbler nice on the cradle. And now you can go in and do, now you want, since this is in the middle, you want to either go this way or this way. So you either want to go up or down and just kind of tug on the tape so that allows it to pull. Just like that. Just like that. Now, because I am pulling like this, that first piece of tape that I put down, which is right here, ends up pulling up a little bit. So I take it off, and then I'll go again to the heat tape, and I'll go opposite direction and pulling up. Okay, now, so that's all nice and done right there. I'm actually going to, this top tab that I left on top, that folds into the cup like this. And now we got the bottom. Now, even though the bottom is, you can still see it, I still want to tape it nice and good on the bottom. So what I'll do is, I'll look to see the direction it's going. The paper's going in this direction, so I want to pull this way. So we're going to go this way, take my heat tape, and we're going to go right on the edge of the bottom. And I'll show you, I'll lift up the tumbler here. See how it's overlapping the outside edge? And then we're just going to pull and go all the way across. And then we're just going to tuck all that extra in. Just like that. So that's how I do the bottom. The top, I don't even put anything on top. Some people do. I'm just going to fold it over. So it's like on a 90 degree. And I usually don't have any creases when I do this. You can kind of flatten it on your table if you want as well. Now the last thing I do before I do the shrink wrap is I'll put one more long piece of tape all the way down. This is my pull tab, so this will be easy. I can just pull it and it pulls the whole shrink wrap off. All right, so let's go to the next step. All right, so now our tumbler is ready to be shrink wrapped, and I sell the shrink wrap on our website. You can buy 100 of them for $29. And all our tumblers that we do sell are actually come with shrink wrap. So if you want to buy tumblers that are sublimation, come with shrink wrap. So my shrink wrap just goes right over, and you want it kind of right in the middle, just like that. And I definitely recommend grabbing your trusty oven mitt when you're doing this. And we're going to hold this. And there's actually, in the shrink wrap, there's actually a tear perforation in the shrink wrap. So you want to line that up with the pull tab that I had that we installed. Okay, so you want to line that totally up. Then we're going to take our heat gun. Hard to turn now by hand. Let's see. And we're going to actually just heat it right up. I got this heat. This is a Wagner. I like this one a lot. Has nice controls. You can control how much you want on here, how much air is going to come out of here, how hot you want it to be. It's really cool. So definitely recommend getting this one. It's about, I think it was $39 at Home Depot. But it also comes with those adapters. So you can just go right across, get all the bubbles out. You want it nice and smooth. Over there, get right on out. And it's key to make sure you get all the bubbles out. It's very key. Alright. And this one has a cool, so once you turn it off, it actually goes to the cool setting, which is pretty neat. Alright. All right, now our tumbler is ready to get heated up and ready to go. We got the shrink wrap on it. And I have a thermometer inside. I don't know if you can see that. I'll try to move the camera. I have a thermometer inside. Very important to have that. Do that so that way you don't have to worry about if the temperature's not exactly right. Like my temperature inside says 400 degrees, but out here it says 410 degrees. Okay. So now what I like to do is when I put it in the oven, I'm going to put it with the perforated edges facing out towards me first. And I'm going to put it in there for 2 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay. Again, it's 2 minutes and 15 seconds. After that, we're going to rotate it and we're going to put it in for another 2 minutes. So let me do that now. Again, the edges facing out. I'm going to put that right in the middle here. Alexa, set timer for 2 minutes and 15 seconds.
2 minutes and 15 seconds. Starting now.
All right, we'll be back. Okay, 2 minutes and 15 seconds is up. We're going to take the tumbler out. We're actually not going to take it out. We're just going to twist it. So now the front of the tumbler, where you can actually see the design coming through. Alexa, set timer for 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Starting now.
Okay, now we're going to set the timer for 2 minutes, and then we're going to pull it out, and we'll show you what it looks like. All right, now we're almost done. And as you can see, you can really see the ink coming right through the shrink wrap. So you can actually see the image. That means it's almost done. It's really prominent. You can definitely tell it's working. And we're gonna pull this out in a couple seconds. Alexa, dismiss. All right, so we're gonna pull this out now. Oh, that didn't work. Alexa doesn't listen to me. All right, close this. Alexa, off. All right, so now what we're gonna do is, remember that pull tab? We're gonna take just a sharp object and just kind of grab that pull tab that we put in there. There we go. And basically what we're gonna do is, now that we have this, we have the pull tab. And the pull tab, if you look, you just pull right down. Look how easy that comes right off when you do that.